Come join us on a coastal drive starting from Antigua to Petaluma, Valley Ford, and Bodega Bay. We're going to be driving, eating, exploring small towns, and staying in one of the most charming historic inns along the way. Our 2-day budget friendly itinerary ending in Bodega Bay. We left early in Manteca and made it to Petaluma in about an hour and 30 minutes. Our first stop was Sugo Trattoria in Petaluma. Right away, it had that cozy Italian neighborhood feel. It was warm, inviting, and full of energy without really being overwhelming for us. It's the kind of place where you immediately know you're going to have a good meal. We started off with a little bit of appetizer and wine and really enjoyed ourselves. Looking at the menu, there were also a few great vegetarian options, which I always appreciate. We also got to meet the owner of the place. She actually was the one that was helping us, and that was a very nice surprise. After lunch, we walked around downtown Petaluma with our coffee in our hands. There was actually a downtown car event happening while we were there, which made the whole area feel even more lively. Classic cars lined the streets, people were walking around, taking photos, and the town had this fun, energetic atmosphere.
Let's say I didn't do anything for you.
That's funny.
Well, that's like mine.
We had such a nice time walking downtown with the historic buildings, small boutiques, and cafes. And with that, we were back on the road. My hair. From Petaluma, we continue on to Valley Ford. This part of the drive starts to feel even more rural and peaceful, with open fields, winding roads, and that quiet transition into a true small-town Northern California. We checked into Valley Ford Hotel, a historic property in the area. They had a great check-in process. They provided you with a code to get inside the bed and breakfast. And once you get in, you'll go up the stairs to where you'll actually find the rooms. They'll provide you with another code to actually get inside your room, so check-in was very easy. Now, it is important to note that this bed and breakfast is adults only, We had a queen bed and memory foam, and the bed was actually much softer than our own bed. So take that into account. This is also a historical bed and breakfast, so the history does show in the place as well as some of the furniture that they showcase. But don't let that worry you, thinking this place is old and dirty. This was actually a very, very spacious, clean, and accommodating bed and breakfast. One of the things that Paul and I were very surprised actually was how big the bathroom was. It was very spacious, there was tons of light, and the water pressure was actually amazing. I did not expect that. All of the bedrooms in this hotel are located on the second floor, which gives the space a more quiet, tucked away feeling. They also had a shared coffee and refreshment area where guests can help themselves to coffee and water throughout the stay, which I actually really appreciated because this was a remote check-in almost, and so having that convenience was very nice, and I was actually impressed how well stocked it was. Some history about the Valley Ford Hotel. It was built in 1864 by the Rhine family, originally serving travelers moving through the California coast region. Over the years, it saw everything from stagecoach travelers, arrival of the North Pacific Coast Railroad, ranchers and coastal workers, and even modern Highway 1 road trippers like us. After we checked in and settled, we decided to walk around the town and check it out. It was also very convenient to know that there was a market across the bed and breakfast because I actually forgot my toothpaste and I needed to buy a new one. If you were worried about crossing the street to go inside the market, don't be. There is a walkway and there's not a lot of cars actually that pass through, so it was pretty safe. The market was surprisingly big inside. There was a lot of souvenirs, shirts and hats that said Valley Ford, California. There was local cheeses that was available. They also had local products like chocolates from Petaluma, and I regret not buying any of these things while I was there. And so if you do have the opportunity to stop by the market, make sure you buy souvenirs there.
How's the room, guys? How was everything?
It was amazing.
Cool. Let me know if you need anything, okay?
Now, I can't talk about the bed and breakfast and not mention their amazing restaurant, Rocker's Roadhouse. It's located in the first floor, and we actually met their bartender Bobby, who made us amazing drinks while we sat up at the counter and just people watch. They also had an amazing outside seating area, and I could probably see a lot of events happening around here or book the entire restaurant and have private parties. So were very much looking forward to finally having our oysters for dinner. Rocker's Roadhouse actually has a sister restaurant in Bodega Bay, so make sure you check that out when you do have the chance. We asked our waitress what to order in addition to our oysters, and she said to have the garlic bread as well as the blackened fish, and I'm so glad we took her advice because it was really delicious. Okay, go ahead, start eating.
Dig in, huh?
Dig in.
Goodness, wow.
Like it? After dinner, it was really nice to just sit in front of the hotel, watch the town, and look at the sunset. And because this was a kid-free trip, I was so excited to go to bed early at 9 p.m. The next day, I woke up at 5 a.m. I had such high hopes that I would sleep in because we didn't have the kids with us, but I think my body just doesn't know how to sleep in anymore, and so I decided to go on a run. And I'm so glad I did. This was probably one of my most favorite memories from this trip because I cannot even begin to explain to you how amazing it was to go on a run, see the sunrise. All the shops are still closed, and it's just me in this small town. It was such a lovely experience. Even though Rocker's Roadhouse is still closed, it opens at 10 in the morning, the whole patio area is still open to the guests because it is connected to the bed and breakfast, and it was so nice to see that in the morning. And I kind of wish I had my yoga mat. I probably would have laid it out there and done some yoga so early in the morning, just hearing the chickens and all the sounds that you would expect from a small town. Morning.
Good morning.
How did you sleep?
Great.
What did you like about that place? The bed. I like the bed. The bed was really soft.
yeah.
I really liked it. And now where are we
The
heading?
bed.
We're
Now
heading
going
to breakfast at the
Estilo Cafe. I think that's how you pronounce it.
I wanted some pastries from Valley Forge Creamery, but he was not in the mood for any sweets right now.
Just a simple toast will do.
And some coffee. We decided to have breakfast at this cafe, And just like everything in this town, there's a lot of history in a lot of their buildings. For example, this used to be a roadside hamburger stand, we heard, and turned into a gas station and a diner, and now became a cafe. When we got there, we were probably the second customers for the day since it was so early. But maybe 5 minutes later, we saw a lot of cars get off the highway and stop here for breakfast. So it's definitely a good breakfast spot on the way to Bodega Bay.
Thank you so much.
I got biscuit and jam, and Paul got scrambled eggs light on the cheese, and they were actually really good. After breakfast, we decided to walk a little bit more around the town. Across from the cafe was this Italian restaurant that we actually didn't get to try, but we heard good things about. Right next to it, a little bit further down, is their post office, and they had this nice mural of the history of the town. Forgot to add that Paul's marker of a good hotel is if they have an iron, and happier to report that they do. And with that, we packed our luggage bags, loaded the car, thanks to Valley Ford, and now we're back on the road to Bodega Bay.
Point line speed limit. Oh, in chalet.
And after a 15-minute drive, we ended up at the beach. The weekend that we chose to go to Bodega Bay was a little bit more windy than usual, but I'm still so glad that we went because it almost felt like we had the beach to ourselves. If you ever ask me whether to go hiking or go to the beach, 100% I will choose the beach. Any guesses to what Paul would choose? Another nice thing about this beach is that you can go further, and there's a lot of picnic areas and benches that you can sit. There's also a lot of camping areas by this beach, and I can't imagine anything more enjoyable than waking up by the beach. After spending time at the beach, we drove for a few more minutes for our lunch spot. We had actually planned to have lunch somewhere else, but we kept driving around and we couldn't find a parking spot. And so we ended up here at Fisherman's Cove because they did have their own parking lot. And we're too old to be bothered with a place that didn't have any parking spots.
Oh, it's one.
Of course, I had to get my second round of oysters. This place is really popular and does get super busy. We actually got here about 10 minutes before they opened, and there was already a lot of people and a line forming. After lunch, we actually had plans to head home and see the kids. But then I started thinking that I really wanted some ice cream. So we ended up at Valley Ford Creamery. This video here was in the morning, right when they opened, but completely different when we got there at lunchtime because it was super, super packed. Paul and I were only able to have this adults only trip because my mom, my brother, and my sister-in-law were babysitting our kids, so I decided to buy them souvenirs from this place and got them a few of the local cheeses, which they actually really liked.
Second floor.
They have a really nice outdoor area, and there was a lot of families out there actually just enjoying the views, and even the kids were enjoying the cows that they were able to see. And that concludes our 2-day driving trip, starting at Sugo Trattoria, strolling through downtown Petaluma, our amazing bed and breakfast stay at Valley Ford Hotel, eating the most amazing oysters, relaxing by the beach, and more oysters.